Hey there, friends and folks, it's Gevault here coming at you with another episode of this here Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we beat the snot out of May by the grit of our teeth. That's not the right phrase at all, but that's what we're going with. Anyway, this time we're going back to those berries that we ignored in the at the end of the last episode. I know that you have been waiting with bated breath for us to go back and pick those sweet, sweet nanabs. And so we're getting them, all 9 of these nanabs. Now that we've done that, it's time for us to continue our adventure. And folks, I just feel this newfound sense of enthusiasm. I had that fight against May over my head for days. And now it's done. So now we could move on and we see, well, golly gee, is that our good friend Wally? Wally Wallifer? The Wallster? I actually forget the voice I gave him before. I think it was something like, "Oh, Uncle, please. I want to challenge this gym and see how much better I become. Please, may I please?" Now hold on, Wally. Since you started living with Pokemon, you have grown quite a lot stronger. But don't you think you're pushing it to suddenly challenge a gym? I'm not pushing it. If I combine forces with Ralts, we could beat anyone. Oh, hi, Gevault. I've gotten a lot stronger, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Will you have a battle with me? Sure. And I'm not just doing this because I need to do it in order to progress in the game. I'm doing it because I want to. I want to see how you're doing, Wally. There was this jingle growing up for a furniture store called Wally's Furniture Store. It was Big Wally's Furniture Store. Big savings, comforts and more. Something, something, something when we come to your door at Big Wally's Furniture Store. So anyway, there's that. So yeah, we're up against Big Wally and we just wanted to say hi. And he thinks that he could take on this third gym, and we saw he just has a Ralts. That's it. That's it. So we're gonna bring out Boruto. We're bringing out these dudes that we haven't seen in a while. Boruto, I've missed you. I've missed how erratically you come out of your Pokeball. You know, by comparison, our new fully evolved friend Tutter, who's now a bunny, like, he moves so slowly. He's a slow bunny. Meanwhile, Boruto, you are nice and spastic and fast. Now, we might have actually shot in ourselves. I just said shot in. We may have just shot ourselves in the foot because we're confused and Ralts used like a crap ton of double teams, which is making things much more difficult for ourselves than need be. But all right, I think as long as we can hit it one more time, we should be okay. And please don't crit. And please don't hurt yourself. And please hit, okay. All right, well, there goes that. Let's send in... Oh, Peloton is a great choice. Actually, no, it's not. No, Peloton is an awful choice because Psychic is super effective against fighting, but just don't... Oh, no, that did way too much damage. Shoot. Because its move Vital Throw, not only does it have 70 base power, but it also never misses, which would be a great counter against these double teams that Ralts has been setting up. But unfortunately, we can't really use those right now. We can't use the Vital Throw. Can't use the Vital Throw. Another Confusion would have killed us. Okay, at least Confusion doesn't affect Daisy. I probably should have sent her out way sooner. And in fact, the universe is telling me I should have sent her out sooner because that bite it hit right away. It hit like a ton of bricks and it hit like a ton of teeth. In fact, that was just enough for Peloton to grow a level. That's 60 experience. And we beat Big Wally. Okay, the high voice I gave for him was kind of annoying. I will readily admit that. So I'll just say, I lost. I'll give him like sort of a, maybe like a dejected New Yorker voice. Like, Uncle, I'll go back to Verdanturf. Gevault, thank you. Being a trainer's tough, isn't it? It's not enough just to have Pokemon and make them battle. That isn't what being a real trainer's about. Wally, there's no need to be so down on yourself. Why? What's keeping you from becoming stronger and stronger? Come on. Let's go get some food, huh? Nah, everyone's waiting for you. Who's everyone? Gevault, it just dawned on me that you must be the trainer who kept an eye out for Wally when he caught his Pokemon and didn't die. Why don't you visit us in Verdendorf and Turfensturf sometime? Sure, Wally would enjoy it. And do that we might. Oh. And Heisenberg is coming back up to say, this is my territory. I was watching that match. I am the one who knocks. I am the one who challenges you to battles. Okay, so he's impressed with us. He idolizes trainers like us, but he's gonna go in his merry way, which is fine. Also, I'm losing my voice. I'm losing my religion. Oh my goodness. See, this is what happens. I'm not used to Let's Playing, and so it's still just it's a little tough on the throat. It's a little tough on the throat. And, you know, I wish, there's a part of me that wishes that when I recorded this, I was fine and content with just like being super chill. Like, I know the kind of the vibe these days is streamers, they're like super duper chill, but I can't help myself. When I play games, like the gevault part of my brand, of my personality, it just turns on. And I feel the need to be like hyper enthusiastic, but maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should just be like, what's up, guys? What's up? I'm Alpharad. No, Alpharad, he's more enthusiastic. Anyway, without slandering any current famous YouTubers, let's do the most important thing here, which is get a new encounter on this route. And what did we find? We found an Oddish, which, I mean, in fairness, it's a new encounter. And we're gonna catch it if we can. It's got that nice sweet scent. I feel like there's a connection to be made between Walter White and this Oddish that's letting loose with its sweet scent. I can't quite come up with what the connection is. Well, you know what it is. You know. I mean, there's meth, and then there's also maybe some cannabis. And that's exactly what this guy is here. And we're gonna use a Pokeball, and we're gonna get ourselves to the dispensary. Am I right? Come on. We need some purple haze up in here, and we got it. We got it. All right, so I mean, the weed reference, it's literally the weed Pokemon. I actually didn't know that. I didn't know that Oddish was officially the weed Pokemon. So in honor of Oddish being the weed Pokemon, we need to give her a very appropriately weedy name. Okay, when I took health class in middle school and we learned about the different slang terms that you could give for marijuana, I was very taken by this one in particular. We're calling Oddish Dooby. Something about Dooby, it's just a real silly thing to say. I first learned that slang when I was like, what, 13 or 14, and I still find it funny to this very day. True story. True story. I mean, like, you got grass, you got weed, you got Mary Jane, but like, you can't go wrong with the Dooby. Now, am I a fan of the Doobies? No, I really don't partake. It's not for me, but golly gosh, I would be kidding you if I did not admit, if I did not profess right now in this moment to be a huge fan of the term Dooby. I mean, there's a whole band named after the Dooby Brothers. We all know the Dooby Brothers. We know them, we love them. Can't live without them. Oh, I don't know if I like this, actually. I don't know if oh, come on, Tackle. Okay. The idea behind using Howl with Cybertruck is a misguided idea for Cybertruck to actually sweep this guy's entire team, which, of course, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, and The fact that the breeder is sending out Aaron right now, a steel type that would take zero, just zippo damage from tackle, from Cybertruck, that's all the evidence that we need for us to say, you know what? It's just not Cybertruck's time. It's Peloton's time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Peloton is a savage. Now, whose song is Savage? Oh, that's Meg Thee Stallion. Is that Peloton's anthem? I would say it was Boss Babes, but Boss Babe's in the boss box right now, and she may never come back. But we love her. We love Boss Babe in the boss box. Oh no, I was having so much fun that I wasn't even paying attention to who's coming out next. So I'm bringing out Boruto. This could be totally the wrong call. And in fact, it was just absolutely the wrong call. We're immediately gonna recall this. Oh no, I didn't mean to. Okay. Who do we? Daisy's fine. Daisy's fine. Now, I know I mentioned in the last episode that big things are coming soon. As I love making music references. Who is it? Oh my gosh. Who's got the song? Oh no, cause it's a big day. Oh, Yola Tango. Yola Tango's song is, there's a big day coming and I don't have to wait. Something like that. Anyway, the big day coming was in reference to, of course, we got Daisy evolved, we got Tutter evolved, but that's not it, folks. There's more coming soon. And I'm talking specifically about our spastic ninja boy Boruto. Just give it a few more levels. It's not gonna happen this episode. It may not even happen next episode, but golly gosh, it's coming. Probably next episode. Probably, now that I think about it. If everything goes according to plan, I would say next episode, get ready. Get porked, as I used to say. In my Crash Bandicoot series. Crash 3 Warped, get porked. It's for all the old time fans out there who've been watching for over 10 years. Has it been 10 years? No, it's been more than 10 years. I was probably doing my Crash Let's Plays from 2010 to 2011. So it's been more than 10 years. So for all my loyal followers who have been around since those days of Crash 3 Warped Get Porked, I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, this battle just needs to end. These breeders. I like the band, the Breeders, but not so much this particular breeder with 6 Pokemon, all of which are pretty weak. But this is going to get Peloton up to level 18, I believe. That's great. No new move, but Isaac, you're done. You're done. Hey, speaking of Isaac, anyone here mention in the comments if you play The Binding of Isaac? The Binding of Isaac, I'm just going to say it out front in the open. Binding of Isaac is, it is the game that has given me the most bang for my buck replay value of any game I've ever played in my entire life. That's just it. Full stop. I got The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth for my Nintendo Switch about a month or two after the Switch released back in March 2017. And I got the Repentance DLC, which was like a big DLC pack that came out, at least for Switch, end of 2021. And I've been a sucker for the game for the last 6+ years, and I'm still playing it. Oh no! Okay, if Pursuit actually wound up causing tremendous damage, I would have been so ashamed. So ashamed of myself. Also, we really need to pick up the pace here. I feel like we've done nothing in this episode. We picked Nanab berries. Nanab berries that was probably the most productive thing we did all episode, besides getting our new Dooby pal. But we beat Triathlete Dylan. That's pretty cool. All right, let me go heal. I'm actually gonna cut. I'm gonna do some cool Let's Play editing tactics. I'll see you back in a second. Okay, we got Peloton, we got Boruto, and they're gonna go up against Megan Dia. See, I have too many obscure, debatably obscure, but obscure nonetheless, music references. Megan Dia, that was a band that I remember, they had a song called Monster that I listened to back in middle school. There was a girl I had a crush on who loved that song. It was her MySpace song. And so I thought, what better to do than familiarize myself with that old song, Monster by Megan Dia. And it stuck with me ever since. Just like The Binding of Isaac has stuck with me. Let me talk about The Binding of Isaac some more. Just like, what a phenomenal game. I don't really have anything else to say besides that. Because, I mean, I could talk about it until I'm blue in the face, but I don't know if anyone in my audience necessarily plays The Binding of Isaac. If I discussed the critical differences between The Lost and Tainted Keeper, would that make sense to anyone? If I discussed the merits of greed mode, would that make sense to anyone? I don't know. I don't know. Ultra greed mode, how about that? How about that for food for thought? Yeah, it's just been a game that's really sustained me for a long time, and it's just infinitely replayable in a way that I've never seen another game accomplish before. I would say The Binding of Isaac is the most replayable game I've ever played. My favorite game of all time, you know, it's strange. I really thought that Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom would be my favorite game of all time. Because what I was hearing, so I think Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of all time. I was obsessed with that game. When it first came out, I could not stop playing it. I would go to work and I would think about going back home to play Breath of the Wild. That was a sensation, a feeling I had not experienced in years. Because, you know, you go to college, all of a sudden responsibilities take over, and it's just, you don't have time to just sit and play games for a long time anymore. Like, things get in the way. But Breath of the Wild, I was like quite literally shirking responsibilities back in 2017 so I could play that game. And I think for that reason alone, the kind of like subjective meaning that it has in my own life, my narrative, my experience, it just means so much to me in a way that Tears of the Kingdom couldn't quite stack up to. Oh my gosh, Wally's being so annoying. Don't interrupt me when I'm trying to talk about Breath of the Wild. Bro. Now we have your, oh my gosh, we take a step and we get another phone call. It's Amy. I don't think I've ever played this game before where I get a call from one person and then I take a step and I get a call from another person. I think I'm more popular in this game than I am in real life, although that wouldn't take much. I'm just saying, it wouldn't take much. I'm a quality over quantity guy though, you know? It's not about how many friends you have. It's not about how many phone calls you receive. It's about what you can enrich within those phone calls. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is not a good matchup. It's times like these that I really wish that Cybertruck had an electric type move. Like Spark is gonna do wonders for us. I know that's the move that Cybertruck is gonna get. And it's only a matter of time. And yet, we haven't quite reached that matter of time yet. So anyway, all I was saying before is that Breath of the Wild, I think, is still my favorite game of all time. Tears of the Kingdom couldn't quite scratch the itch in the same way that BOTW could. But I also haven't beaten Tears of the Kingdom yet. But it's also a symptom of maybe not lack of enjoyment, but a relative lack of interest in TOTK compared to BOTW that I haven't beaten the game in the first place. Oh my god, everyone is giving us their phone numbers. They're just gonna annoy us more and more. Okay, this guy, what do you have to say? You little tyke. The air is tasty here. Is it that sweet scent I've heard so much about coming from the Dooby bros? All right, well, let's keep on going, actually. I want to we could take out this route here. Concentrate on getting the dub. That's how I battle. And this person battles while looking at pretty flowers. So the goal right now is to try to get everyone to about the same level. So that's what Aisha and Melina are going to help us do. Going up against Meditite and Doduo. We got Boruto and Peloton. So we're getting there. We're getting there. The question now is, does Doduo have Peck? In which case, it would probably be smart. Actually, both of these guys are not smart to have out. I should just switch regardless. We're going to bring out Daisy first. And then we're going to Vital Throw over here. Yeah, actually, Meditite can use Confusion on Peloton as well. This is this is not a good matchup in the slightest. But we're going to stay out with Peloton against my better judgment. See, Doduo was predicting the switch, and we didn't do it because we're better than that. But also, this is really bad. Oh, this is bad. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez, I have a sinking feeling in my stomach all of a sudden. Let's bite the Doduo. It might use Pursuit again, but that's okay. We're gonna bring out Cybertruck. Yeah, but it's gonna be not very effective. Right, okay. Now, if it was regular effective, maybe then we'd be talking about something a little icky, but that's okay. Meditite's using Detect. That's not gonna matter because we used Bite on Doduo. And that's dead. That's a dead bird. Baby, that's a plain bird. Anyone ever watch that? It's on Newgrounds, like Bambi, but it was spelled B-A-M-B-E-E.
Hey, look, baby, that's a rock.
Bird.
Hey, look, baby, that's a tree.
Bird.
I gotta say, like, back in the day, the internet was just such a strange place. I can't believe that at like the ripe age of 10 years old, I was going on newgrounds.com and just watching whatever the hell I was exposed to then. Pico's School. Anyone play that Flash game ever? Pico's School. You're like a redheaded fourth grader and you're just like shooting up, I don't know, supernatural terrorists. What a time. In fact, I distinctly remember I was playing games on Newgrounds. I was probably like around 9 or 10 years old, and I was playing a point-and-click adventure game called Pimp's Quest. And I certainly was not using the internet with my parents' permission. And either my mom or my dad came into the room and they saw me playing this game that had depictions of drugs and sex and alcohol and homeless people in the alleyways in the city. And this was very much a concern for mom or dad or whoever came in the room. That was like the only time that I was ever like quote unquote in trouble for something that I was browsing online, was specifically in response to playing Pimp's Quest, a point-and-click game about a pimp on Newgrounds.com. Those were the days. In fact, if I remember, as I'm editing this video, I will look back and try to find just like maybe a screen cap of Pimp's Quest. Just something. Something. Okay, that does damage, but Leech Life is going to bring us back where we need to be. We're going to restore some HP. And we're gonna say wee. As in yes. And Brandy, you're a fine girl, but not fine enough to beat us in a Pokemon battle. Am I right? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of dudes here. There's two more. We got a Bug Maniac. Let's do it. You know what? I'm feeling enthusiastic. Let me at him. Bug Maniac Derek. The first association I think of when I see the name Derek is a weird Disney Channel sitcom that was around in like the mid to late 2000s called Life with Derek, about a stepsister, stepbrother, like weird romantic tension thing going on. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice. Okay, so we have Dustox. At this point, it would be really nice if we had Wingull still on the squad. If we still had Jason. but unfortunately we don't. So the next best thing, if we don't have Jason, we're bringing in Daisy. We're bringing in Daisy. This could be tough. Oh, that's right. That was actually completely intentional. I completely meant to bring out Daisy and take a confusion that didn't even affect us because of our typing. That was completely intentional. Jeez. Now gusts are doing 3 HP. So even though this is a 4-hit kill with bite, and we're doing kind of negligible damage, Dustox is doing even less than negligible damage. So we'll take it. And Daisy is at level 19. Oh, we have Beautifly coming out next. Again, I really wish that Cybertruck had Spark, because that would be super effective at this point, but we don't have it, so what's the guy to do? What's the guy to do? What do I do? I guess I'll bring out Tutter. I have a thing about, like, I want to raise up members of the squad that aren't at the highest level yet. So like Tutter is level 19, that's as high as I've got. I'd love to bring out someone else, but Tutter is just the best. Tutter's the best. Need I say more? Tutter is just the best. No, rollout is 4 times effective against Beautifly. So let's see how much this does. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's a 1-hit kill. Come, like, jeez. Jeez, that was awesome. Folks, get ready. We are entering the world of 1-hit kills very soon. My ineptitude also remains unchanged. It's a great phrase. I want to remember to use that from here on out. My ineptitude remains unchanged. Okay. Come on. We don't want to hear you give us a sob story about being a bug maniac. Oh, this person is a breeder and has 6 Pokemon. Okay, you know what? My voice, I need to give it to my voice. We're gonna end here. We're gonna go against this lovely lady over to our left in the next episode. That's gonna start things off, and then we're gonna get to Verdant Turf Town in the next episode. So I'm sending love wherever you are. Yeah, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.